Well, I've got the Chaser 32 out here, and I'm slowly working on the boat, getting it put together. And I finally, last night, I got the rear stinger mounted, and I've got the motor mount cut down and fit and kind of super glued in with just a little tacks of super glue. And now I'm going to go in with epoxy and get that fully cured. What I decided to do, since I have 3 flex cables that fit the Dominator and the Impulse 32, I decided to use that same flex cable to where all my boats now use the same length cable. It theoretically, since the Impulse is a 32-inch boat and this is a 32-inch boat, that should actually help get the CG kind of right where it needs to be. And the only thing I really got to do is make a little support to where we can epoxy the support in the boat. These are the trim tabs that I'm going to use. These were free. This was the support as part of the original bracketry, but I'm not going to use this. I went ahead and cut that off. I didn't know how I was going to do that, but that isn't the topic of today's video. The topic of today's video is battery trays, something that I've always wanted to try. The OSE is kind of in stock, out of stock of these things all the time. I bought multiple different kinds because I didn't know which one I wanted to put in this boat. I didn't know which one I wanted to put in the Cheetah, and I wanted to see the weight of these things. So the weight is things that we have to consider when we start talking about these boats, because weight is a killer, right? And we need to figure out our CG, our nose weight. So what we have is a regular old, I think this is a 160 battery tray. This is a wide battery tray. This is the TFL adjustable and removable carbon fiber battery tray. And this is the TFL adjustable, removable fiberglass battery tray. And had to do a little bit of modification on both of these. This little aluminum slide piece here is too thick. I had to take it off and just grind the mount because it was a little too tall. So it wouldn't tighten down. All I had to do was just kind of sand a little bit of the base of the aluminum piece, and then it started to work again. So I don't really know why they didn't spec that out correctly from the get-go, but what we're going to do here, I want to show you the weight of these things, and then I want to show you fitment in the boat, to where if you were trying to make a decision for what style of battery tray that you want in your mono or whatever, then maybe this video will help you. So let's start off with the regular battery tray here. Let's see. Here they are. So this one here, that's the part number for it. It's a 200 millimeter battery tray. That's the part number. I bought 2 of everything, and it is 28 grams. So 28 grams for the 200 millimeter carbon tray. And it's 39 for the wide 200. So it's basically 10 grams heavier. Remember, you got to have these little tabs on there. So you could take this, which is basically the equivalent weight, throw it to it, 1 or 2 grams. Put that on there, 1 or 2 grams, so 3, okay. So basically 30, we'll just call this one 30, and we'll call this one 40. Now let's go to the carbon fiber TFL adjustable battery tray. I've got the little mount pins on it. We go all the way up to 82. So 30 to 40 to 82. So we're a little over double what this tray weighs. Now let's go to the fiberglass. 100 grams. So these are really heavy compared. So cost-wise and weight-wise, the carbon fiber ones are a lot lighter. 82, 83 grams, and then we go up to 100. But when I had bought these, I bought these off Amazon, and I ordered them. I ordered the carbon 2-strap version, and they sent me the fiberglass 4-strap version. So I returned them, and I sent a complaint and said, hey, I didn't order these. You sent me these. These are, I can't use them. They're super long, super duper long. The 4-strap long versions were. So I said, I'm going to send them back. I want you to send me the right ones. So they did. They sent me the 2-strap fiberglass ones like I ordered. And then 2 weeks later, these showed up in the mail. So somewhere in the thing they had a glitch, and they sent me 2, and now I've got an extra set of that basically for free. So it's kind of cool. It gives me the ability to compare. Now let's go ahead. I just want to set these in the boat. So that is like a generic battery tray sitting in the boat. I like the wide version in a 32-inch mono. Just seems to be like the way to go. I'll set it like right there. That just seems to me like the best fitment all the way around. Keeps it nice and low. Gives you a nice wide stance if you want to put like a 7,000 mAh 6S pack in there. It'll probably fit. We'll go over here. Set the carbon one in there. So that's the carbon. Now I do like these because these give you the ability to slide and lock your battery in. Put your battery on the mount itself, lock it in, and then slip it in the boat, and then slide it forward and lock it down. So I do like it, but it is heavy. But depending on what the CG of this boat is, will depend on which battery tray I use. Because if I need more nose weight, then I will use this one. Or if I need even more, I'll use the fiberglass one if I'm needing more nose weight. But we'll know more of that once I get the rear assembly put on, the rudder, the trim tabs, the turn fins, and all that, and I start speccing out the CG of the boat. But right now I've got a really big TP motor in here. It's like a 4092. I'm using it for mock-up. This is a 1650 kV. I've got a different motor coming for this. It's a 3000 kV. I wanted to make this boat strictly a 4S boat. That's why I'm only going to put one single battery tray in the middle, and we can run it on 3S and 4S. Since everything I have now is a 6S boat, I want to try and run, a smaller single battery setup just to see how it goes. So that's what my plans are for this anyways. But one cool thing about these is you could set it up like the Impulse 32 is, and you could put 2 of these in there kind of side to side like that. Because I have 2 carbon ones and 2 fiberglass ones. I could run 2 batteries in there, but I think that's just going to be way too much weight, and we don't need that for this boat. I'm trying to do single setup here, so I don't know if I'm going to use this. I just wanted to make this video, show you the weights, the differences. Took me a while to get these, and I've always wanted them. Never really could use them in anything, and I'm trying to figure out different stuff for the Cheetah, and I was like, well, I need it for options, and I need to see if it'll fit. And I do like it, but it's just, when you have multiple options, you don't really know which way to go. But yep, so this is the rudder we're going to use. This is one that was originally on the Dom, and I'm just using a lot of leftover parts. This was a stinger barrel from Oxydine that had the bearing in it. I don't want to use that one. I'm going to use the bushing style. So we've got that all mounted, looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If you have any comments or concerns, or you want to interject anything, let me know. What you think. Give me any pointers. I do listen to my comments. So if somebody says, hey, you should do X, Y, and Z, if I think it's feasible, I will put that in the forefront of my mind, and it may be part of the build. So don't be afraid to comment. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here, start working on epoxying that motor mount in and epoxying this back here to where I can move on to the next step once the epoxy dries. So thank y'all for watching. See y'all on the next one. Peace.